Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back here with another video, which is part 3 of my political goals and dreams. As ever, I'd love to hear what you think at the end of this, or whenever you want to comment in the comment section. Anything you want to comment, please feel free to do so, and I welcome all support for my channel as ever. I welcome your views and your subscriptions to the channel, and shares and likes and whatever other way you can support my channel. I really welcome that. Anyway, with that being said, here are some ideas. As I say, this is continuing on from parts 1 and 2. So I often do these list videos with lists of my ideas. Obviously, in this case, it's my political ideas or opinions or things like that. A sort of informal manifesto kind of my political dreams and goals. Anyway, hope you like it, and again, I welcome any comments or queries or anything you want to say in the comment section, any suggestions or anything like that. And even if it's to like constructive criticism or anything like that, I welcome it all. And obviously, kind comments are definitely welcome. And here goes anyway. So number 21, to recap, I would love to promote Pan-Africanism and Pan-Asianism, and I forgot to say in the intro as well. I wish I had a better memory for one thing, but yeah, possibly a pipe dream of mine, but I would love to go, as I said before, like I would love to go to Eurasian or general transcontinental, Mid-Eastern and Mediterranean nations, especially Turkey, and other Eurasian nations in particular, especially to talk about my political goals and dreams. And I'd love to like launch my own manifesto, or even possibly a political party, or at least a lobby group, or maybe all three of those things. Maybe two or even all three of those things in Turkey itself. I say Turkey because it's the founder of Turkey, Ataturk, was like a bit rebellious like me, so he challenged the status quo, just like I like to do. Although I like to do so legally, and I'm not sure if he did, but I think he did. But anyway, and also because it's Eurasian, just like I am, so I see it's a country version of us Anglo-Indians, or even Eurasians generally. I see Eurasian nations as being country versions of us Eurasians, and transcontinental countries could be like the country version or national versions of us mixed race people generally. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to promote things like that, and even like maybe in different countries. So a political party I would love to set up would be called the M.K.S, after my initials, P for politics, or party, political party, international or internationally. So it would be international. So even in countries like Malaysia, India, Indonesia, Singapore, and across Asia and Africa, I would love to promote those ideas, and again encourage Pan-Africanism and Pan-Asianism, and discuss my political ideas and ideals with others, including possibly even politicians themselves and other people who and like have debates and things like that, including on YouTube. And maybe in the future, I'd also love to go to like be part of the Oxford Union debates and things like that, or IQ squared debates and other debating societies and things like that. Anyway, moving on, number 22. I hope to continue to develop ideas, as I often do, and see where those ideas can go in the future. And I hope to help as former colonies to become financially empowered in the future, especially across Africa and Asia, and that sort of thing. Number 23, I hope to support the 10% poorest people in all possible 10% poorest people and so-called families in all possible countries, and look at fundraising ideas, although I hope to do so in a libertarian way. Excuse me. Without regulations or more laws or rules or higher taxes or anything like that. So by encouraging people to choose to help others and to look at ways to, like, for instance, cut waste cut government waste, and cut any tax waste or things like how taxes are wasted or things like that. And also like cutting wars, I think somehow would also, I think if enough people were pacifists or conscientious objectors and chose to help each other and that sort of thing, I think we could afford more money for like water and food and shelter and positive things like that, instead of wars and weapons and that sort of thing. I know I'm a bit of a hippie or an idealist and that sort of thing, but or even a delusional fantasist perhaps. But yeah, those are my dreams, or some of my dreams. Number 24, again, I'd love to encourage Pan-Africanism and Pan-Asianism and anti-imperialism generally. So all the countries that were colonized, like the former colonies, I'd love to have networks where they network together, like sometimes specific networks for countries that were colonized by, say, the UK or Holland or Germany specifically, and sometimes countries that were colonized generally as well. Excuse me. And what I call the six network together, again, is a part, that being a part of that. Number 25, I would love to also make like a republic network which benefits republics and helps to network together as part of that, so that they can help and support each other to be financially empowered by trading and investing together and just networking together generally. Excuse me. Number 26, again, I hope to bring together fellow anti-imperialists so we can look at ways we can financially support former colonies, or just support each other and support former colonies generally as well. And again, look at ways that colonized countries could work together as much as possible, especially countries, as I say, that were colonized by the same. There could be like a network for countries that were colonized generally, as I say, and one for countries that were colonized, say, by the Dutch or the Germans or the British or the Portuguese or whatever other countries specific, where they network together. The countries that were colonized by those specific countries network with each other. And also, I think it would be cool to look at the case for reparations for certain groups and what specific evidence is there that they were wronged in the past. Because I think what reparations to me should be is like if you go into court, then I think you look at specific events that happened and how they affected the communities, and possibly how they still affect the communities today. So I do believe there's a case for reparations for different communities, including the Irish community and parts of Africa and Asia, and even the Black diaspora and people of color even. And I think it would be great to look into ways of how to reparate those groups. For instance, apparently even the American government promised the African American community like they would give them 40 acres and a mule as a reparation, and so they never really got that reparation. So I think it's something that there is actually a case for, to argue for. And also, if you go back in history, specific events that happen that are known to have happened and recorded and documented, I think those are specific cases for reparations. I think if people like me and other anti-imperialists come together, we can push forward those cases as much as possible as a team, really. Again, I think former colonies should work together on that goal, because obviously they'd all benefit together. But one way they could sort of reparate themselves is like helping themselves, like helping each other and networking and trading with each other and things like that. Number 27, I also hope to acknowledge and honour those who have helped myself, and also parts of Africa and Asia and Ireland and places like that. And again, what I call the six generally. I hope to have an acknowledgement of those people who have helped us as much as possible, and sort of honour them and look into like people who have contributed to African society, either through like making peace or encouraging tourism or any other way they might have helped, as well as Asia and Ireland and places like that. People who have helped them, and people who have supported anti-imperialism generally as well. Number 28, I would love to support certain groups, like, for instance, the Dalits in India, who are really poor, poor people across Asia, especially, and also Africa. Maybe raising their profile or their plight, so people around the world know that Dalits have gone through quite a lot of things and need a lot of support. Because even though Asian economies are doing a lot better and rising, there's still a lot of poverty in those countries, and I think a lot of people don't really think about or know about that. So a lot of people think that only Africa has poverty and not parts of Asia or places like that. So I think it would be good for people to know, and maybe they could do more to support such. And I'd love to work with conservation groups to look at animal rights as well, and things like that, as well as rights for the poor and disabled and oppressed groups. It's quite my flaws. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm an angel myself, but yeah, I do hope to try to do the best I can to be ethical and things like that. Number 29, I would love for all my fellow mixed race people to support Asia and Africa as well, respectively. Like Eurasians like myself could especially support Asia more, and people who are part black could support Africa a bit more, perhaps, and people who are Blasian, i.e., part black and part Asian, could support both, especially countries like Egypt, which apparently are in both, as I mentioned before. And number 30, as ever, I'd love to hear what your views on my ideas, and say any ideas you didn't like or did like, which were your least favourite or most favourite, or anything else you want to comment, as I said before. And I am out. Peace and love.